Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm AxionEvolved, and before we get started, do me a quick favor. Scroll down just a little bit, hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps me out a lot, costs you absolutely nothing, and it just helps the channel grow and get seen by more people. So without further ado, let's hop right into this episode. So we are looking a little bit different. I did some work off in between episodes, I guess, and nothing really major, and yet progressing the game along so that we can really do what we want to do, right? So let me kind of just go over some of the stuff that I've done, right? So you guys can see a lot of green lasers now, right? We're shooting green lasers everywhere, laser energy transmitters, the Mark 1s, and that's just to kind of enhance our infrastructure, right? So you see a couple things. I was relying a lot on the CPH for a lot of the power generation, and to an extent we still are, but I've also I've started implementing power in other places now that we have some enrichers, right? Yeah, now that we're able to enrich some coal. So that's where some of this stuff's coming on. We've got a little coal deposit over here that you guys know about, and I threw an enricher in there, and that basically gave me the ability to just beam power all sorts of other places, right? So it's powering our defenses, which you can also see have a little bit more. I mean, I managed to actually die on trivial mobs because I only had one laser defending everything in every corner. So that is kind of rectified. What else? I had to make primary upgrade modules, right? These guys. So that's what this line right here is. It's the normal PCB assembly process, but now it has this upgrade module crafter up top. Did I do anything over here? Servo motors. I think I did had that all last episode too. So nothing new there. But over here is where we got quite a bit more stuff, right? So all of these guys right here, these are all the tier 2 metal crafting things, right? So here you can see gold foil. This is for titanium modules, titanium housings, and then this is for what is it? Not fortified PCBs, secondary upgrade modules, right? So all of this stuff is what we're going to need to get some further things like quarries and stuff like that. Stuff that we're really going to kind of kick off the expansion with. And I know some of you are looking at this and wondering, like, why am I doing things inefficiently, this and that? Well, we've got there's a larger vision for everything, and we're still kind of working out exactly how it's going to be, but again, like, I want to kind of craft everything. I'm not super concerned with making things as efficiently as I possibly can. I'm more concerned with just kind of building big things, right? But some people did bring up some stuff about coal in the comments, and that actually has got me thinking, it might be worth it to kind of create like a coal factory, right? Almost like a black box where all of the coal that we find from anywhere comes into the black box, and then eventually just outputs as infused coal. And we can use that. We can route that kind of everywhere we want, because I know when we're using the quarries, we're gonna run into coal deposits, and it'll be nice to kind of just send that off somewhere to get processed, right? So that's kind of the plan for all that. And I'm thinking maybe I'll do that in this area over here, right? So we kind of have, if we're looking over here, and I think I got some tin backed up over here, yep. So if we're looking at this line right here, which is running, this radius right here would probably be the closest, right? So I'm probably not going to have anything in this space, which means everywhere inside of this radius can function as the coal factory, right? So we're already kind of digging into a coal deposit over here with one infuser. So I'm figuring, maybe we can kind of use that for the coal deposits. And those of you who watched Season 1, my Season 1 playthrough, you'll know that I'm no stranger to infuse coal and kind of routing that everywhere with belts to power things directly. So that's I feel like that's a good idea, and that's something we'll probably try to accomplish in maybe the short term as we kind of scale everything up. But a couple other things. So obviously we made these guys right here, and I made a whole new hotbar. You can see we have quite a few bars going right now. So let me kind of show you guys how we got that all set up. And I'll show you what else this kind of helped me with. Help me get down there is this little guy right here, a teleporter. So you can see temporary gold, right? So we can just transfer out to that. And here we are, right? So I'm down here because I fell. But here you see we've got this snaking power setup. And if we bring up the hollow base, you can kind of see how crazy it gets, right? So it kind of routes all the way back, blah, blah, blah. And then these guys right here, kind of right where my cursor is, that should be the lithium deposit, right? So that's where the power is kind of generating from, or spawning from. And yeah, getting way over here. Wow, the hollow base actually looks interesting. It's cool when you see it all kind of built out, right? So basically what I'm doing here is we found this massive gold deposit. So I just got a bunch of hoppers, right? So I just grab them and then we just kind of follow the laser, right? And this is all, again, this is all super temporary. This is really just to get me the materials I need to start making quarries, right? And so we come down here and I've got glass around stuff because I don't want any camel bots coming in and draining all the power. And we got titanium here. Now the power goes that way, but the way down is actually right here. And you can tell I've made myself a little bit of infrastructure to kind of help get around. And we've got these stairs. And we're at about minus 400 or so. 416, and here's our nickel. Now the nickel is going to be the most limiting because this is not a big vein at all. What do we got? Yeah, 650k. So we are eventually going to have to do more stuff. And let me do this. You know, if we look over here, there's potentials out here, right? We got some gold there, copper there. I think there's some nickel over here. Yeah, I think it's right in that general area. So plenty of stuff, gold down there. So, you know, there's plenty of stuff that we're going to be able to mine. But we are going to need to kind of get the power going, right? And really what I want to do is I want to use solar, honestly. Solar and maybe turbines. And the turbines we'll use from a resin factory. So that's like a resin farm, fuel, making fuel out of the liquefied resin. So that's kind of the plan for all that. And then I want to use like Mark III batteries for everything. And yeah, so that's kind of, this is our not super efficient tier 2 metal. I mean, obviously I have to do everything by hand, so how efficient could it really be, right? But, you know, this, I mean, worst case scenario, let me see how much this is. Yeah, this is 19 million, right? This is all the gold we need for the whole playthrough, right? So if it really comes down to it, I can kind of note where this stuff is and then send, you know, do lifts. Somebody suggested minecarts. I'll be honest, I've never used minecarts ever. It's, you know, maybe that's something we'll do this playthrough. If you guys got any good tutorial recommendations on minecarts, you know, I'm all ears because, like I said, I've never done it. And we could, you know, we could teleport back up. It would just kill all the power into this whole space. So I'm gonna run back up to the surface, and then we'll start planning a little bit more about what we're gonna do, because I do have a couple things I want to try to, well, at least one thing I want to try and do this episode. All right, so a couple of things that have to happen with these new ores to really let us kind of unlock some stuff, right? I've been doing some research what I kind of could do. And so right now we're doing the advanced power grid, and if we look and see kind of what that gives us, advanced power grid. So better laser energy transmitters, Mark III, storage blocks, but turbines, organic solar panels. That's kind of a big one, the organic solar panels, because those give us more power, right? And eventually we're going to get, you know, I guess like the massive Mark II organic solar panels. And that's what we need kind of for the tier 3 batteries. I don't think I've done this one yet, but you see this was the advanced miner upgrades. That gives us all of our better force inductions and all the quarry stuff, right? So that is going to be the next one that we go with. And then I think actually crystal dynamics is going to be a big one, because we need to make crystal clocks and infusers. Yeah. So we need to be able to do both of this, right? And crystal is not an insignificant thing. We're going to need to be... I might have to do another one of these setups specifically for crystals. And that's kind of actually where this comes into play right here, which I don't think there's anything in it. But this takes nickel and iron and gives you, what do they call this? Steel alloy, right? I think I have some of these actually. Yeah, so I have, where is it? I just saw it. Right here. So low-grade steel bars, right? We need to start making steel cutter heads in order to get those. Well, for a number of reasons, right? Number one, it gets us the crystal in the first place, right? We're able to mine it at that point. But number two, if we put it on any of our miners now, we get the ores more efficiently, right? So cutter heads allow you to get more of the material, less waste, essentially. And the motors let you mine it all faster, right? So let me see, do I have any, what is this? Cold cavern floor, right? Okay. Anything to research in here? No. So I did get, obviously, some research done. And if we kind of go through and look, you'll see, we have steel cutter heads. And I got these low-grade steel bars specifically so I could make these. We don't have any crystal cutter heads. Organic cutter heads. We don't have refined liquid resin, so we can't do that yet. Mark II auto excavator I can make as soon as I can make advanced machine blocks, which I think we can make, right? Regular ore smelter now, so I can actually set up our smelting arrays down there. And then I think we have induction chargers, so we can get these made. The hang up here is still the charged lithium coils. None of this is automated, so it's just kind of a pain. I wanted to set up these power cord chargers just to kind of a temporary setup, just to kind of get this all going. So we may do that, but induction chargers are how I want to power all of the smelters, right? And then again, solar panels. We need crystal clocks for solar panels. Otherwise, these are what I'm kind of planning on using, these and maybe the organic ones for matter movers. Because at the end of the day, I don't want a lot of belts, but I do want, I like the look of matter movers. I know belts, tubes, mine carts, I know that might all be and could be more effective, so to speak, but I like the look and I like the functionality of the matter movers. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. And solar panels on every one of them will be nice, just from like a set it and forget it, because we're in permaday, so solar power is kind of OP, right? And then we got a bunch of focusing lenses. When I went down exploring, I found a lot of these gems, these crystals, so just used them, right? Logistically, I mean, we've got pipes, again, crystal clocks for pipes, pipe filters we're going to use. But right here, basic matter movers. You can see charged lithium coils. It's pretty cheap now that I'm going to be able to make lightweight machine housing a lot faster. But, it comes time to think of, I guess, step one is to figure out the smelter array. Step two is to figure out the planning for the production area, right? And I think once we get the smelting done, once we're using ore smelters, force inductions, and we've got a good power situation, and again, maybe that will be enriched coal, infused coal, once we get the crystal dynamics going. Maybe we just power all the smelters with pyrothermics and infuse coal for now, and then maybe we use solar later. But whatever we decide to do, it's going to be it's going to be a good idea to kind of get this stuff planned out and going first, so that we have something to feed to the production facilities, right? Because if we kind of look around, well, we'll look around after. Nothing crazy here. We could start getting bigger hoppers now that I've got some of this tier 2 stuff. So that might be nice, especially if we're going to have single elements or single item input and outputs, like for the smelting. Because this will be kind of nice. It'd be nice to slap some of these down on the smelters and just be able to grab a bunch of bars at once if I need to. And then eventually, like these, we could do that now if we want to. I do need to get the build gun V2, and in fact, I have the ability to do that now. I'm going to do that because I need that. There we go. Because I need that to move the organic smelters, or the regular ore smelters. So that's nice. I wasn't even planning on doing that, but it's a good idea that I did. Got the heater, all the stuff that we need here. I don't think there's anything Arthur. Turrets we can upgrade. I do want to get, now, I want to get Spider Bro kind of set up somewhere. And we can kind of see, you know, a nice little setup for the defenses seem to be working well enough. You know, here's like a, we'll watch, yeah. Trivial mobs makes it kind of nice. We will need to make some a little bit more. Maybe we'll just use Mark III lasers for that kind of stuff later. So we got all that. Nothing crazy in here. Here's all the freight cars. I'd love to use it. I just don't know how to do it, like I said. And then in here, here's where all the main upgrades or the new items have come, right? So gold foil, you know, you've seen all these. But these block assemblers, they're going to be necessary, right? I think, oh yeah, I could make hard machine blocks. But I think I need advanced machine blocks. What do I need? Advanced machine blocks. So I don't even know if we have that unlocked yet, honestly. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, advanced machine block assembler. Should I just make that now? These, I want to start doing this soon too. Oh, we don't even have refineries or anything yet. I think I gotta go. So I think I need to go find biomass. I need to go scan the toxic caverns so that I can get the gas filter. So that then I can do what I need to do to find the biomass to then I think make refineries out of that. And yeah, there's just like quite a bit to do, and then kind of nothing else, right? So that's kind of like the longer term plan, right? And you can see our CPH is, you know, it's taking a little damage here and there. You know, we can help out as necessary. But one thing I want to do, at least for right now, is because we kind of have this permanent setup right over here, I want to... Oh, you know what? I bet we're going to need power. So I got these all set up, right? This is going to kind of be the things for the... I think that's... What do we got? It's just tin and copper down here, right? So kind of like permanent tin and copper setups. Do I need... Okay, so I do need to throw rails in there. I've been making some rails. This is not very deep, so... And then it probably needs power, right? Out of power. Okay. Damn, if I had a crystal clock, I could just throw one little solar panel. But I think what we'll do... you know what? Let me think here. If I do something like this... Throw one of these on each. I can maybe set something up that we just kind of like grab some coal out of, you know? We'll do something like that. Maybe something like that. Because the least we could do... What am I doing here? Man, I'm just missing left and right. Right there. Thank you. Okay. So we can kind of come down. Come down. And we'll have this one... Oh, wait. I need these to go this way. What am I doing? Man, I am all over the place with this stuff. Luckily, that's not super difficult. We want this to go up. We want that to go up and that to go up. Oh, how am I going to do this? I might have to just... I might have to do it like that, right? Put that there to split it. And then we'll have it turn in. That's the other thing about coal. I don't like having to split with hoppers, but you do what you got to do, right? So now where can I grab coal from? I think the easiest spot's probably over here, huh? Because I know there's plenty. But where's the top of the line? Or the end of the line? Is it right here? I think it is. Okay. And then we want to go over here. So let's not worry necessarily about the looks of it. God, but the thing is, the reason I don't want to send a bunch of coal on a belt is that I don't want the belt to be... I don't want the belt to just hog a lot of the coal just sitting on it, which is kind of why I want to use matter movers. But then my question becomes, can I even use matter movers? I need to power them, you know? And how could I do that? Let me think here. Well, I don't even have any matter movers, right? No. Okay. So I don't even have any. But if I did, what level are these on? Because I can really simplify this if I just can hit that. In fact, you know what? I think I'm just going to try to do it. Let's take all these. We're going to go like this. We're going to go like that. And let's see. Well, what are we on here? Minus 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, so minus 6. And then X61. So minus 6 puts me at this level. Okay. So I need to be somewhere in here. Is that right? What do we got here? So the whole reason I'm also doing this on camera is because, you know, I want... I've kind of been doing a lot off in between episodes. And I don't want that to kind of be like the norm, right? I like doing things where everybody can see them. It's just there's been so much to do that I've just kind of defaulted to doing some of it off screen, right? Because there's just a lot to do. So let's go down here. 5, 6. So we'll just kind of do this. What the? Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't even realize that my grappling hook is different. Oh, I must have dug this for something else. Interesting. This is probably... Oh, there's coal here. Or tin. Where am I? Look, I'm like uncovering tunnels that I didn't even know existed. What is this? Where am I? Interesting. Okay. So we'll cover that back up. We will... Where is that hole? Somewhere in here, yeah? Okay, so we'll cover that up. And then eventually I'll cover this. In fact, I'll just cover it up now. Right? Although, we're going to need power. Actually, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We'll have a power layer, and we'll have a transport layer. Right? So, if we go down in there, if we come down in here, we'll have this be... Oh, look at that. There's coal right here. Okay. So this will all come down here. And then we'll just need a power here. Right? Let me think here. So if matter was here, power's there, then that means I need power to come up right there. Right? Is that doable? I mean, I know I can steal power from a couple spots if I have to. Like here. Sorry if that's a little loud. 5, 6. So we just kind of come over here. Yeah, okay. So we'll just do this number. Whoop. That number. That number. We'll just kind of get out of here. Do that. Okay, so those will do their thing. And then I will need two matter movers. 2 basic matter movers.
Crafting.
And probably a couple more batteries, honestly.
Crafting.
Okay. So let's see here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need more. Oh, wait. I'm doing these ones. I'm crafting these way.
Crafting.
This way. Okay. Let me grab my copper while I'm here. Okay. Let's bake 25 of those. Actually, 26.
Crafting.
I want an even number.
Crafting.
There we go. Okay. Ooh, look at all these goodies. So many goodies. All right. So we made the basic matter movers, and I'm going to throw them here. Right, boom, right there. We're going to get down in here. And I'm going to aim this that way, right? So this will fill up with power. And then eventually we're going to need to... Actually, I don't like this. This isn't going to work. We're going to need to put it on top. Right? We're going to need to put battery there. This thing there. And that thing here. Right? So then it'll come this way. And it will hit another matter mover. Aiming that way. With another battery. And a little guy on top, right? One of these. So now, this is obviously not the most... it's not like the greatest thing ever. This is right, isn't it? Am I off? I feel like I'm off by 1. I am off by 1. Dang it. Well, this is why you double check, everybody. You know? Okay. That should be good. Let me throw some power in there. Just kind of help it out, you know? I've got a lot of power, and I get power quickly. So this will let the system kind of charge up. Okay. So this is at Z equals 18. Oh yeah, so we're plenty within range, right? So now all we need to do is get back down in here. And maybe add some power into this. Right? And we just gotta kind of see that and bring it down. And then eventually, we should see this do something. There we go. That at least fired. Let's see. Is that doing anything? Free 2. I remember these like take a little bit to kind of work sometimes, right? Wait. No, this should be, yeah, it should be -6, right? Oh, man. Am I crazy? Are you kidding me? Is this really at -7? Oh my gosh. Ugh. All right, let me lower everything by 1 real quick. I'll bring you guys right back. All right, there we go. So now we can see we're getting the coal over there, and we got some rack rails going down here. Perfect. Yep, I just had to lower everything by 1. So now this shouldn't take too long to get down there. I mean, you know, it's going to do what it's going to do. But that'll kind of be, so this is kind of the plan for both of these. In fact, I'm just going to throw the other one on there. Right here. So that we can at least get this stuff coming up and moving into its kind of general location that it needs to travel to the smelting area from, or at least I can start kind of pathing all that out. And like I said, matter movers is the dream, but like this power is you know, not sustainable. It's not. I have to do a lot of logistics for it. So I may use belts at first, and then, you know, switch to matter movers in time. Which, you know, I'm not like kidding myself. into thinking that's going to be an easy process, because I know it's not. But you know, I got to do what I can do, right? So let's see. Have these got to the bottom? Blocked. Blocked. Nice. So I'll take these back. And let's at least make the carts for now, because I don't have any infrastructure down there to mine this stuff. Because once I get those going, I can turn this guy off, and well, this guy's mining off the same thing, and then it's just less belts up in my main base. And I can move that smelter, or actually I could probably keep this smelter here and use it exclusively for tier 2s, and then have the copper and tin smelting down there on organics, or regular ore smelters. In fact, what does it take to make 2 of those? Nothing. Crafting. So I'll make 4. And then, yeah, so we want to make these guys. Where are you? Basic cargo lift. 6 storage hoppers. Can I even do that? So I need 12 storage hoppers. Oh, nice. Crafting. 12. We'll get that. Boom. Crafting. All right, so let's at least go add those in. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so we got 1 lift deployed. 2 lifts deployed. All right, so now we've at least got those. They're kind of doing their things. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good spot to maybe end this episode, because it's getting a little long, and you know, I want to I still need to kind of gather a lot of stuff manually before we can do something. Like, what is Spiderbot doing? I'm sorry to interrupt myself, but what is going on over here? Anyway, yeah, so next episode, what I want to do is get this smelting area set up. So what I'll do in between episodes is I will kind of figure out the logistics of all this, you know, the power and all that, and then you know, the induction chargers, and then, you know, like the hoppers and stuff, and we'll at least get tin and copper over here smelting kind of semi-permanently. You know, what I want to do is eventually have at least, I don't know, at least 5 smelters for each ore type. So that'll kind of be, you know, a thing, right? So what I'm going to do also is probably finish up some of this research. I'll wait to unlock some of this stuff with you guys in the next episode, so you can see exactly what we're unlocking, rather than just kind of scroll through and pick and choose what I think is working right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I hope you guys are excited about where we're going. You know, we're kind of finally making some bigger steps, and you know, I'm gonna hopefully start really building some stuff in the not too distant future. So again, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.